going, guys? Derek from Unreal Living here, coming to you from Kantang, Thailand, which is a spot that you've probably never ever heard of because there's no tourist attractions here. It's 25 kilometers south of Trang, Thailand, which is probably another place that you've never actually heard of before, because again, no tourist attractions there, no lush sand beaches there. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk about today is just about different styles of travel. So you have your very kind of standard Westerner style of travel, which is you get 1 or 2 weeks off work and you go to a resort. Say you're coming from North America, you go to a place, say in either Mexico, or you go to a place in the Caribbean, or you take a cruise. And what you do for those 7 days or 10 days that you're traveling is typically you just get drunk off your ass, eat a bunch of shit food, go out to some clubs and take pointless pictures of your hotel room. That is what the standard traveler kind of does, and that's kind of what traveling is for most people, right? They just want those 1 or 2 weeks away from work in order just to kind of forget about their problems, I guess. That's probably what they're doing, right? Now, my style of travel is obviously significantly different from that, and there's no perfect way of traveling, and there's no right way of traveling. Every kind of style of travel has its purpose, right? But I just want to talk about specifically how I travel, right? So I tend to travel for more the experience of living in different places, right? So it's gonna be a little bit different because I like to stay in places that are not tourist places, right? So I remember when I arrived in Georgetown and I was on Chulia Street, which is the main tourist kind of spot there. I was just like, I need to get out of this place like right now, right? Because this is just not where I want to be. So like when I arrived in there, I see all the tourists just you know smashing down beers at the little restaurants, and I'm like, this is just not the place that I want to be at right now, right? I like to be in places where there are no tourists, or there's very minimal amounts of tourists. So there's like the odd tourist that just happens to kind of roll through, and the only reason why they're there is because their bus took them there, and then they had to take a transfer from that town to get to the actual place that they wanted to go to, right? So I see a lot of that even in Trang right now. You see people come in, they come in for one night and then they're out the next day, right? Because in a place like Trang, Thailand, there's nothing to do there. There's no tourist attractions. It's just like a standard Thai city, right? And those are the places that I really actually enjoy going to. So a city like Trang has about maybe 100,000 people in its population. So in relative terms, it's actually a pretty small city here in Southeast Asia when you compare it to a place like Bangkok that has, I think, like 20 million people. So it's a very, very small, quiet city, right? There's no tourist attractions there or anything like that. It's just your typical kind of like Thai city, right? And that's why I really like it, because I get to basically live my day as if I was like almost like a Thai person, right? Like as if I was from Thailand. You know what I do? I go to the market in the morning like everybody else. You know, maybe get a massage in the afternoon, which is probably not what Thais do every single day, but you know, just kind of go to the local Thai massage parlor, get a massage there. You know, just kind of walk around the town and just kind of get a feeling for the city and just kind of be a part of the city, right? And just living there. Like, it's not like I'm going there to do like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go do this like jungle tour and I'm gonna go do this crazy activity, right? I'm just going there for the experience of kind of like living there and just learning about the culture, right? Like, I'm not going there to get drunk off my ass every night with other foreigners, right? I'm just going there and just living as if I would live anywhere else in the world, right? It's just that I really enjoy living in little places like that, right? It's just really enjoyable. There's nothing too crazy going on. It's just like living anywhere else in the world. And so that's kind of what my travel is. And it's just kind of living from place to place to place. So when I was in Teluk Bahang, I was just kind of like living there. Like, I wasn't doing any crazy activities. Yeah, I went to the durian farms. All right, fair enough. I went to the durian farms, right? But I wasn't doing any kind of, you know, crazy activities where, you know, I'm going like, you know, skydiving or whatever, right? I'm just enjoying myself there. And I don't feel the need that I have to go out and do stuff every day to make my travel worthy, right? So a lot of people, you know, when they're traveling, they have to take a lot of pictures. They have to do a lot of things. And they have to do that, personally, I think they do that in order to show off to their friends, to show them how much they've done, right? And I really don't feel the need to have to take a ton of pictures or take a ton of videos of every little thing that I'm doing or all the amazing things that I'm doing, right? Like most of the things that I'm doing are very basic. Like I'm just riding my bike from place to place, right? And we get these kind of fun little adventures on the way, but I don't feel the need to go out and spend a lot of money on a lot of things just to do it in order to show it off to other people. And I kind of feel like that's what a lot of travel is for a lot of people, right? So they're just going from place to place to place to do a lot of things just in order to show it off to their friends. And I might just be making a judgment, and it might just be my beliefs or my beliefs around it or my thoughts, but that's kind of what I see, right? And it might not be inherently said, but that's kind of what the vibe that I get from a lot of people that go traveling. And if you want to travel like that, that's fine, right? If you want to go and do a lot of things when you go traveling, if you only have a week or two, yes, go do a lot of things. This is just a totally different style of traveling, right? And it's just really enjoyable. Like right now, I have some little young Thai girl. She's like 2 or 3 years old, and she's just looking at me, and she's really cute. She's just walking by, looking at me, because she's probably never seen a white person before, and so she's still staring at me. Hello. and her parents are looking at me as well, like laughing. So like a lot of people just don't get experiences like this because they don't go to the places where there aren't any tourists, right? They just go from tourist place to tourist place to tourist place. You know, they follow the I forget what the popular travel, Lonely Planet. They follow their Lonely Planet from place to place to place. And you know what? Lonely Planets are actually very useful. If you're looking for a cheap place to stay, or you're looking for a good place to eat, or you need a map of the city that you're in, Lonely Planets are great. But come to a place, just come to a place and just enjoy living there. Just get the experience of living there, right? Go to a city like Trang, Thailand. You know, I'm paying 200 baht per night, so that's only $6.66 per night. And I'm spending probably about $5 on food per day and $1 on water. So I'm spending about $12 or $13 per day. And I'm just enjoying myself there, right? And I could just stay there for another 3 or 4 days, no problem. But I'm just enjoying myself, right? I'm doing things, I'm doing activities that I'd do anywhere in the world, right? So I'm reading books, I'm riding my bike, and I'm starting, to do meditation every single day. So there's different forms of travel. No way of traveling is the right way. Travel by bike, it's actually a really fun way of traveling. And just go to a place and just try to experience the place rather than going to a place and just doing stuff the whole time. Just enjoy it. Go out for a walk. Just go out for a walk, right? And just take your time and just enjoy it. And just absorb the culture, right? Just enjoy yourself. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.